Hi guys, welcome to the Alan Show. When I was a child, one of my favorite subjects was history. I was fascinated by it. The reason why I was fascinated by history is because it taught me of the reasons why we are where we are. I was reading about these colonies that came from the old world to the new world, and they came in wooden ships with only a few people, and here we are. Human imagination, it's very powerful. And when someone has an idea or an objective, it can be taken very seriously, or it can be taken as a joke. As the 2020 began, so is America's struggle. Freedom is a very fragile thing. I'll keep the key. As America had entered this 2020, lots of things are changing very fast. As I was a kid, one thing that stunned me out of all the stories is with the speed that things happen. Sometimes most people are got caught unaware. The other thing that intrigued me when I was growing up was World War II, World War One, how fast those things happen and how incredibly transforming they are. In my mid 20s, I ran into a man, an old man, 90-year old, very old, and I asked him, what's the secret of life? So he told me a few tips, but then he told me one thing. I guess he's been serving in the military and things like that. And then he told me, Alan, he says, the only thing I know for sure, he said, that if you live long enough, war will find you. I said, what? He said, war will find you. Well, I took that to the heart. And I kept trying to discern or dissect what the meaning of that was. Then I got to work and I said, I don't want that to happen to us here in America. After all, I wanted to raise a family and I wanted to be happy. But yet, here we are. We were in Iraq. Now, one thing is to go to war, another one is to have war coming at you. In 1939, between the Soviet Union and Germany, that 1939 Germany, they made an agreement. And Germany was going to attack Poland on the Western Front. And basically, they were going to split this country. Poland, I don't know if the population was 100% aware of it, but between September 1st and then on 17, and by October 6th, according to Wikipedia, that country was invaded. Another thing that stunned me was how quickly Germany moved into Paris. There was already flags there, and people's life was transformed very quickly. We see in some areas where people get conquered, where their languages changes, their habits change. One thing that was astonished is the history of the Philippines in Asia, for example, very rich one. Throughout the world, which is one of my fascinations, is to learn how cultures become and how cultures fall. Not liking the fall part, but it's life. If you go throughout every country, very few countries are very inclusive of people, especially from outside. And the reason why is because they had their fair share of conquering by allowing people to come from outside with different intentions. The reason why America is still very successful, allowing people from all over the world to continue on yearly basis to come into the country, is because America has a system like no other in the world. When people come here, they feel free. They feel they arrive. I call that the last bastion of freedom. While other systems are extremely repressive and non cooperating with citizens, America is the opposite. As I go through every country in the world right now, America comes at the top as the most inclusive country and the bastion of freedom that actually invites you by promoting your rights and freedom. Perhaps that's what makes us so popular. People around the world, they know they can come to America and be free. And that there is opportunities for those who wants to follow rules and be hardworking people. As we know, empires rise and fall. Some last longer than others. But at the end of the day, it's the citizens that need to protect that from happening. If we allow the continued deterioration of our freedoms by being citizens against citizens, then we have no hope. It's our fault. Nobody's telling you you're not free. You just haven't tried it. And yeah, if you do something wrong, you'll have an answer to it. But there will be mistakes made because it's not a perfect system. It's a system under perfection. But as more and more people grow unhappy in here, more and more people wants to come in and take their place. That's what makes America the way it is. That regardless of the unhappiness of his own citizens, there are thousands, if not millions, of people willing to take their place. And there are many people in the world that don't like that. They want things the way they used to be. Divide and conquer. Well, my friends, this one is going to be tough. But America welcomes everyone. And for those who were born here and they're very unhappy, well, think of the latter. What system would you like to live under that will allow you to be angry and express it? Not too many places you can go and be angry and that's about it. No. I know. It's okay to express frustrations, but there's one defined point to this. Is it your frustration or is it your country's frustration? I don't think we have arrived to that point yet. I think in America, there are more happy people and more successful people than the latter. So perhaps it's time for you to join that group because you don't want to be left alone anyways. It happens, Many places they thought that by being angry with their own, they were going to find freedom and happiness. What they found is them being foreigners in some land that they won't welcome. So if America welcomes all of us, let's just relax and enjoy the freedom. Thank you for watching. If you like, please like, subscribe, comment. And remember, we are a nation in process, in progress. We are not perfect, but we are more perfect than most. Don't forget that.